A very good morning to class 11. So we were dealing with redox reaction. So we have already discussed about how to balance a redox reaction by the process called oxidation number process, okay, in the last class. So today we are going to discuss how to balance a reaction by ion electron method. Ion electron method. Okay, ion electron method. It's one of the most important methods that you are going to need for this chapter or to balance a chemical reaction also. So how can we use this method? That is ion electron method. For example, let's take a chemical reaction, and the chemical reaction is something like this. Let me write down a reaction first. For example, this one, Cr2O7. Okay, before we proceed, let's discuss a small thing that we can do it in case of reaction of two types of medium. One is an acid medium reaction. Another is a base medium reaction or an alkali medium. Okay, first we will do how to balance a chemical reaction by using ion electron method in acid medium. Then later on we are going to discuss base medium. Base medium is very easy, no issue with that, but acid medium is a little bit complicated, but actually it is not complicated. I can show you that. So how to balance a chemical reaction? What do you have to keep in mind? Just forget about everything. Let's discuss the acid medium. Acid medium. Okay, let's have a chemical reaction. Suppose this one, dichromate into chromium 3 plus. Suppose this is a chemical reaction. We need to balance the chemical reaction and have to do this in acid medium. It is strictly mentioned. So we need to add an acid on either of the side. Okay, still we don't know on which side we are going to add the acid. So how to balance this reaction? First of all, look at this reaction and look into both the side, that is on the left hand side and on the right hand side also. Okay, now what can we see? What can we see? See, simply we can see that here is chromium, one chromium, and here is Cr2. So this is 2 chromium, right? So our first job is to balance the number of chromium on both the side. So by doing this, we have balanced the number of chromium. Very easy, right? So 2 chromium on both the sides. So now what we will do? Simply, as we can see, there are 7 extra oxygen on the left hand side. 7 extra oxygen on the left hand side. But there is no oxygen on the right hand side. So what we have to do to balance the number of oxygen, we need to add 7 water on the right hand side. Now as you can see, 7 oxygen has been balanced. Now extra 14 hydrogen has came on the right hand side. Now to balance this extra 14 hydrogen, you will add 14 H plus on the left hand side. Now you can check the sides are balanced. Everything is balanced. Chromium is balanced, oxygen is balanced, hydrogen 14, it is also balanced. I guess there is no doubt. Once again, the excess oxygen is 7, so that's why we have added 7 water on the opposite side. Now as we have added 7 water, so extra 14 hydrogen has come into this side. So that's why to balance this we have added 14 hydrogen on the left hand side. Now by doing this, both the sides are balanced. Okay, this is the balanced chemical reaction. All right, now we need to balance the charge. This is very interesting and very important. Now just see on the left hand side, your focus will be on the left hand side. Okay, see, there is 2 negative charge on the dichromate anion. There is 2 negative charge, so 2 negative charge is there. So 2 negative charge is there. Okay, and with the H plus, see, with the hydrogen there is 1 positive, so 1 plus, 1 positive, and there are 14 such H plus. So that's why there are 14 positive charge. So that means 14 positive charge and 2 negative charge on the left hand side. But on the right hand side, there is chromium 3 plus, so 3 positive charge. So how many 3 positive charge? 2 chromium 3 plus, that means 3 positive charge, 2 unit of 3 positive charge. So that means on the right hand side, 6 positive charge, 6 positive charge. All right, so on the left hand side, 2 negative charge will cancel out 2 positive charge. So if they cancel out each other, the remaining number of positive charge will be 12 positive. So 2 positive charge will be cancelled out by 2 negative charge. So 12 positive charge will remain. On the right hand side, there are 6 positive charge. Now 12 positive charge, how can it be converted into 6 positive charge? Simply, if you nullify, if you just cancel out 6 positive charge, how can you cancel out 6 positive charge? Simply by adding 6 negative charge. So 6 negative charge means 6 electron. So that means if you add a 6 electron on this left hand side, it will be balanced. Okay, if you add 6 electron, it will be balanced. Okay, so forget about these rough works, and this reaction is now balanced. Okay, is now balanced means it is balanced in terms of number of atoms, it is balanced in terms of charge as well. So from both the sides, this is a balanced redox reaction as of now. Okay, I hope you have understood. Similarly, let's try another reaction, that is Bi3 plus into BiO3 minus. Okay, Bi3 plus into BiO3 minus. How to balance this reaction in acidic medium? Very simple. Extra oxygen, number of extra oxygen 3 on the right hand side. So on the left hand side we will add 3H2O. So on the right hand side we will add 6H plus. Hence it is balanced. Number of atoms are balanced. Now we need to check whether the charge is also balanced or not. 6 positive charge and 1 negative charge. So overall 5 positive charge. In this side there are 3 positive charge. So just remove 2 electron, 5 positive charge, 5 positive charge. That's it. 3 positive charge, remove 2 electron, 2 positive charge will be increased, because if you remove an electron from sodium, it becomes Na plus. If you remove an electron from Na plus, it will become Na2 plus. If you remove an electron from Na2 plus, it will become Na3 plus, and so on. So you remove an electron, the number of positive charge will gradually increase. This is what we'll know from our previous concepts, right? So I hope you have understood. In this case also, very bismuth 3 plus, just remove 2 electron, it will become bismuth 5 plus. That's it. In this side also there is 5 plus, and this side also there is 5 plus. That's it. The reaction is balanced. So this is how we can balance a chemical reaction. Now you can see the first reaction in this one, you have added 6 electron, so that means it is a reduction reaction. And the second one where you have removed 2 electron, that was an oxidation reaction. Okay, so we can see this by calculating the oxidation number, which we have learned in the last class, also by this method as well, where we don't have to calculate the oxidation number actually. Without calculating the oxidation number, we can also do this quite easily. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now I can give you some simple reactions that we can try to balance. Let's see. Let me write some very simple reaction that we can balance. The first reaction that we need to balance is this one. Let's erase this. Now we have learned the method. Now I hope we can balance a chemical reaction quite easily in acidic medium. So let's take an example. And now let's see what is the entire method of balancing a redox reaction. First of all, the reaction is something like this: MnO4 minus plus H plus plus Fe2 plus, that will become Mn2 plus plus Fe3 plus water. So this is the reaction which is given to us. Now remember, this reaction is not a regular reaction, it's a ionic equation. Okay, it's not a regular equation, it's an ionic equation. The equation has been converted into an ionic form. Basically it is potassium permanganate KMnO4. This was an acid, either HCl or H2SO4. This is iron. Iron means it is not Fe2 plus, it is a salt of iron, whether it is ferric chloride or it is ferrous chloride or it is ferrous sulfate. Okay, so this is a chemical reaction, rather it's a ionic equation of that chemical reaction. Now first of all, what we have to do, we have to find out the oxidation and the reduction. Okay, then we need to balance both the half reactions, oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. So how to balance? Let's take the first thing. Let's find out the oxidation and reduction. If you try to find out the oxidation number of manganese in MnO4 minus, so what is the oxidation number? You can calculate 4 oxygen atoms minus 2 each, so overall minus 8. But the overall charge of MnO4 is minus 1. So the manganese must possess a -7 to have a -1 overall charge. So this manganese is +7, and on the other hand this manganese is +2. So from +7 to +2, we all know that this is nothing but reduction. Okay. Similarly, Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus, we don't have to do any calculations. This is oxidation. Very simple. This is oxidation. All right. This is oxidation. Now, what about oxidation half reaction? What about reduction half reaction? So we will write down both the half reactions. What about oxidation half reaction? Fe2 plus into Fe3 plus. Very easy. Just remove an electron. Fe2 plus will become Fe3 plus. We know that. Alright. Now what about this reduction half reaction? This is little bit complicated. So this is what we have just learned. MnO4 minus just becomes Mn2 plus, right? Mn2 plus. Now 4 extra oxygen. So in this side 4 water. 4 water on this side. So in the other side 8 H plus. So number of atoms are balanced. So now what we need to balance? We need to balance the charge. Right. Now how to balance the charge? Very simple. On the left hand side 8 positive, 1 negative. So overall 7 positive. On the right hand side 2 positive. So how can 7 positive be converted into 2 positive? Simply by adding 5 electron. 5 electron will cancel out 5 positive, so 2 positive will remain. So 2 positive on the right hand side as well. So it is balanced. So it is already balanced. So we don't have to add or deduct anything else. We have already done it before. So 5 electron plus 1 electron minus. Now remember one thing. We need to do such a thing that the number of electron gets cancelled. Okay. When you add both the reactions, the number of electrons gets cancelled. So what we have to do here, just multiply this equation with 5 so that 5 electron and 5 electron, they cancel out each other when we add these two reactions. So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now add these equation number 1 and 2. Simply 5 Fe2 plus, we are adding these two. Okay, I hope it is visible. 5 Fe2 plus. Okay, now 5 electron they are cancelled. MnO4 minus plus MnO4 minus plus 8H plus arrow. On the right hand side, what is there? On the right hand side 5 Fe3 plus 5 Fe3 plus Mn2 plus 4H2O. That's it. It is balanced already. Okay, you can check whether they are balanced or not. See 5 Fe balanced. 8 hydrogen, 4 2s are 8 hydrogen. 4 oxygen, 1 manganese. Everything is balanced. The charge is balanced and we have cancelled out everything from both the sides. That's it. This is how we can balance a chemical reaction very, very easily. Alright, I hope you have understood. If not, you can pause the reaction. You can see the video once again. I bet you will understand. If still you haven't understood, you can text me. So this was the chemical reaction, the first redox reaction that we need to balance. Now the second one that we have to balance is this one. MnO2 plus H plus Cl minus will give us Mn2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Mn2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Now how to balance this chemical reaction? See, this is MnO2. this is Mn2 plus. Now in this case, two oxygens are there, each are having -2, so overall it is -4. Now overall it is neutral, so that's why the manganese must have +4, so it is +4, and in this side manganese has +2. So obviously from +4 to +2 it is none other than reduction. All right. What about chlorine? Cl minus, this is -1, and what about this Cl2? It is 0. So from -1 to 0, increase of oxidation number, it is oxidation. It is oxidation. Okay. So oxidation half reaction, which is Cl minus into Cl2, and reduction half reaction, it is MnO2 into Mn2 plus. Okay. Now Cl minus into Cl2. Remember, first thing we need to see whether the atoms are balanced, number of atoms are equal or not in both the sides. So obviously in this side 2 chlorine atoms and in this side 1. So first just add a 2 over here so that the number of chlorine is balanced on both the sides. Then we will start our process. Okay. Simply 2 Cl minus into 0. So that means you need to remove the negative charge, means you need to remove 2 electron from this Cl minus, right? Cl minus, so that they become Cl2. Similarly, in this side MnO2, 2 extra oxygen. So on this side you just add 2 water, and as you have added 2 water in this side, so in the other side you will add 4H plus. Okay, 4H plus. So as you can see, balanced, number of atoms are balanced, but what we need to see, the charge on the reduction half reaction. So in the left hand side 4 positive charge, right hand side 2 positive charge, 2 plus. So how can this be done? Simply just add 2 electron on the left hand side. 2 electron will cancel out 2 positive charge, and 2 other positive charge will remain on the left hand side. On the right hand side already there are 2 positive charges. So it is already balanced. Now we need to do anything else? -2 electron and +2 electron. So just add these two equations. This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So just add these two equations and write down the final equation. 2Cl minus plus MnO2 plus 4H plus will give us Cl2. Okay, let's write Mn2 plus first. Mn2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2O. That's it. The chemical equation is balanced. All right. Nothing else. The next equation that we are going to balance is this one. Let's take another equation. Let's take another equation, and it is this one. MnO4 minus means permanganate plus C2O4 2 minus, this is called oxalate, plus H plus will give us Mn2 plus carbon dioxide and water. Mn2 plus carbon dioxide plus water. So this is the chemical reaction that we need to balance. The process is exactly same. That is, once again we have already calculated in the previous one, the manganese here is +7 and the manganese here is +2. So obviously from +7 to +2 it is none other than reduction, and obviously this is oxidation. You can calculate this by calculating the oxidation number. So oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. First of all, reduction half reaction, MnO4 minus into Mn2 plus. So we have already calculated this. 4 extra oxygen, so 4 water, so 8 H plus. Okay, 8 positive charge, 1 negative charge, so 7 positive charge, here 2 positive charge. Just add 5 electron, so the charge is balanced, and the oxidation half reaction. See, this is balanced already. Now we have already done it in the previous reaction. That's why I have done it in a little bit hurry. Okay. So this one we will balance C2O4 2 minus into carbon dioxide. C2O4 2 minus into carbon dioxide. This oxidation reaction we will have to balance. First of all, number of carbon, here it is 2, here it is 1. So just add a 2. Then we will proceed. Simply see, number of oxygen is balanced, 4. In this side also it is 4. Only the charge 2 minus, here it is neutral. So remove the 2 electron from this side. That's it, it is balanced. Now 5 electron, 2 electron. Just add a 5 with this equation and just multiply a 2 with this equation. Okay. Now it's simply add these two chemical equation, half reactions rather, and we will get our desired balanced chemical equation. So 2 MnO4 minus 2 8 16 H plus 5 C2O4 2 minus. Okay, 2 Mn2 plus 8 water, 10 carbon dioxide. That's it. Now you can check whether the chemical equation is balanced or not. It's very easy. It is balanced. You can check. I have already checked. It is already balanced. Everything is balanced here. Okay. So I hope you have understood how to balance a chemical reaction in acidic medium. Now what I will do, I will give you a few homeworks so that you will do it. You can do it. You can practice this to improve yourself in balancing a chemical equation. So let's take some example, or let's take some homework rather. So these are the homeworks. First of all, this is your homework. Cr2O7 2 minus. Homework number 1. Cr2O7 2 minus plus I minus plus H plus. Arrow chromium 3 plus I2 plus H2O. This is a chemical equation that you have to balance. Number 2, Cr2O7 2 minus. Cr2O7 2 minus plus sulfur dioxide SO2 will plus H plus will give us chromium 3 plus SO4 2 minus, HSO4 minus plus H2O. HSO4 minus plus H2O. Okay. So this is the second reaction of your homework. All right. So these will be the two reactions that you will be doing as a homework. If you are able to do these two homeworks, you will come to a conclusion that now you are able to balance a chemical reaction quite easily. If you follow the video that I have uploaded, if you watch this video with a little bit patience, and if you follow the video properly, I can bet that you will be able to balance a chemical reaction very easily. Okay, in your NCERT also there are a lot of chemical reactions. Okay, so you can also balance those reactions as well. if you wish. So it is my suggestion to all of you to balance this reaction, okay, and send me the picture of your homework, okay, that you have done. I'll check whether it is correct or not. Few of you do homeworks, but they are not correct, okay, they are incorrect. Okay, I suggest those students to participate. Okay, participate means reply to my questions or whatever I ask during the live classes. Okay, you people do not get engaged in the live class. Later on, when you do the homework, they are either wrong or totally it shows that you have totally misunderstood the entire concept. Okay, please participate or engage yourself in the live class. Okay, be a little bit attentive. Okay, I hope you have understood. So thank you everyone, that's it for today. Next we'll meet on Wednesday, hopefully for a live class. Okay, thank you so much.